it's Stephanie, aka Miss Classy, and I'm here with the husband, Nico.
Thank you, baby. We are the Local Talent Podcast, and we're out here looking for local talent to come and have food and drinks with us.
And today we're hosting dinner with the fabulous Annalie. She's a producer, a director, and a pioneer in VR porn.
She also started a phone sex company back in college. She got into the VR porn industry back in 2005, and today she is cooking up something amazing. She's about to...
Hey, baby, don't give it all away. You guys have to stay tuned and see what Annalie is cooking up.
All right, let's go. Okay, babe, so our show's food and drinks with the Local Talent Podcast. So what's on the menu tonight?
Well, for tonight's dinner, we're having mixed veggies, asparagus with green and yellow zucchini, baked potato topped with chives, and a tender prime rib.
Wow, babe, that sounds amazing. How are you preparing this tonight?
Well, first things first, you have to wash all the veggies. Then, pour all of the seasonings into separate containers. It helps make sure you don't forget any seasoning. Next, preheat the oven to 450. This is the temperature for the potato and the prime rib. Then wrap the baked potato in foil. I personally like to add some olive oil around the skin and sprinkle some salt. Then I wrap the foil paper. Then I add it to the oven. For the prime rib, I season with salt, pepper, and garlic. Once it's seasoned, I add it to the oven for about 30 minutes. While the potatoes and the prime rib are cooking, I cut the veggies into smaller and even pieces. This helps make sure each piece is cooked evenly. I will then heat olive oil in a sauté pan, then add the veggies in the pan for about 20 minutes. Once everything is ready, I let it cool down for a few minutes and serve while it's hot, but not too hot.
Wow, babe, that sounds great. I can't wait for dinner.
Wow. Roasted veggies and baked potatoes from the separate.
Like, anything we do, she's gotta have potato.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
How did you make another?
You guys are, it's food time. It's time to eat.
Of course.
What's up?
Right.
How are you?
Of course, LB would just decide to join us.
So everybody,
Wow.
As I'm digging into my potato.
Thanks.
Right.
All right, well, LB, thank you so much. I guess I'll introduce you last because you showed up last.
hey, I'm just here to eat. I'm gonna eat. How are
Right.
you?
I'm the exact same
So
way.
today, Nico on not the mic, but today we're Nico on the camera. So a little bit different. We are having dinner with Annalie. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Wow, this is huge, guys. So I will go ahead and make sure to let you know everything that she does. She's I would say an entrepreneur in the VR world.
In the VR world, yeah,
Does that like
definitely.
kind of sum up a quick thing of who you are?
In the adult VR space.
Adult VR.
So yeah, you gotta have that part.
I gotta add that. She is an entrepreneur in the adult VR space. Yes, wow, mad.
So not only did I get food, wait, hold on.
Oh, what happened?
Oh my God,
Okay.
it's amazing, but I
Got a pepper?
think I got like a real
okay?
pepper.
Well, we do have some water.
Thank you. I'm okay now.
Oh, hey, LB, by the way, guys. Welcome LB to the show. Hey.
Hi everyone.
You guys know LB. And hey, of course, my wife, Miss Classy.
Hi, guys.
We are gonna say, let's eat real quick, and hey, if you guys enjoy what we like, why not? Check it out.
Your mind plays tricks on you and you think that you're there. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so interesting.
And what I'm doing with my project that you guys are going to see tomorrow is I'm taking that even further to another level that hasn't been taken to yet. I hope.
Yes.
I feel really confident about it. I have a really great team behind me and they all feel the same way about it. And that's why I have some girls who are coming out of retirement as well. Because they too believe the same thing. We're going to try and push this to another
Stay
level.
tuned. Stay tuned. Hashtag what's next.
Awesome. And I'm not gonna lie, like we told, friends that we had, that we were looking at, VR porn and we were gonna possibly, hopefully see something.
Right.
They're like, well, how do you feel about that? Well, what do you mean, how do I feel about that? Obviously, I feel excited. They're like, well, you may watch porn live. And I was like,
Okay.
I'm still waiting for what am I supposed to feel uncomfortable about.
Right.
In college,
I did.
you started like a phone sex company
I did.
to pay for college, which I don't know why we didn't think that because we still have student loans.
Right. I don't have any someone said, man, wouldn't it be great to make like hooker money without actually having had sex with people? Right.
Well,
First of all,
well, hookers have always made a lot of money.
Right.
Oh, you would know.
From what I hear, they make.
I was like,
It's been highly
I'm
documented.
just saying. I mean, research shows.
Right. And my girls were the first virtual hookers on the site, working girls. And for cryptocurrency, which was very early back then, you could buy time with these girls and call them and talk to them, and you had sex with their avatar. Or you could cam with them.
It's like a video game. It's
Right.
Like a porn video game.
And that's how I started getting into VR.
Wow.
That's how my VR started, with that, with virtual world. This is the first.
It's the first time?
This is the first time I'm actually eating on camera with someone else.
Wow.
that's exciting.
Yeah. No, it's
you all heard it.
rad.
First
It's
time
nice.
ever. So really though, you said you're doing something new.
I am doing
What
something
can you
new.
maybe share about what's new?
I will tell you guys. Because I'm shooting it tomorrow.
We get an exclusive.
Is it cream pie?
Oh yeah, cream pie.
Because we were looking at your website, because we had seen in one of your interviews, we were like,
How
what
would
do
you
you?
for green pie?
Well, you had said that it was.
I like
think you had
pie.
said in one of the
You're
interviews
right.
that was really hard to shoot because
It
of
is.
all the camera angles. It's kind of a little.
Right.
Not a lot of
hard.
girls like cream pie.
And not a lot of like cream pie. So we were like, we had just seen that,
Cream pie is?
and then we went onto your website,
Right.
and we looked at the categories, and he was like, oh, "There's no cream pie," and I was like, "Ooh, I wonder if that's coming, literally."
Okay.
Or
Can you please
figure-
explain
Can we
what
talk
cream
about cream
pie
pie
is?
for a moment?
What that is? It's when a male performer ejaculates inside the female performer, and you can see it dripping out here. And then I took the position with a new company called PVR, which stands for Private VR. And they're a sort of an amazing company because they're all inclusive. So they build everything from the cameras to the headsets. And now I'm going to launch exclusive content with them, which is what I'm shooting tomorrow. So it's going to be the only company that does absolutely everything from like head to toe.
They're smart. They got
That's smart. I remember seeing that.
They also
article.
got Ella.
I was gonna say that made it a little bit easier for you because you wanted to work with her.
I've known her for years. I've admired her. She's a genius. We always are on panels together because we're like the women in tech. And so we became friends. And then it was a very easy move over to go and work with the woman who invented VR cams and who's the very first holo girlfriend ever. She's the first holographic girlfriend ever, which is what I want to do. So like, why?
There we go.
You're gonna meet her
making me-
tomorrow.
You're
Hashtag
making me.
what's next?
You're making me interested. Seriously.
He's like, I really
No,
want to do
Are you
I
gonna
am
change
research.
industries?
so, dude. No, I wouldn't change industries, but I'm like you're making me so interested in the behind the scenes of it. You know what I mean? Like for me. So it brings me to this point. That's amazing, man.
So you can work for as long as you want to. It's really up to you.
as long
They're
as your
not-
body can hold
As
up.
long as your body can hold up,
So
as
is
long
there
as you
cosmetic
want
surgery
to.
down there that happens?
I've never heard of any girl tweaking her vagina. No.
Like re-putting it together?
No.
No?
No, that shit's stretchy.
It's like
People have
no.
babies all the time, and this sounds bad.
Yeah, but they don't have like 1,000 babies or like 5,000.
True, but I've never seen a dick the size of a baby, so I've seen big ones, but.
So
Been
what's,
African?
what's the average size?
No.
Are you able to share what's the average size?
Of a porn dick?
Yeah.
Porn dick.
Is mine porn dick eligible? That's what I want to know.
8 to 9 inches? At least?
At least.
Yeah.
At least. Are you serious?
Yeah.
You're not making your Google.
I want a good M6.
Guys, what I'm about to do, so I'm
Oh
excited.
my god.
So what I'm doing is, do you guys know what ASMR is?
Yes. My sister is trying to be a YouTuber, and that's where they do that like that sound. Yes.
Like she
That's
wants to
what
open
it
up a
was.
bag of chips and
Yes.
Like a sensory response that happens when you listen to certain sounds and see certain triggers on camera. And it's what everybody's sort of getting into. And what it does is it really creates a sensation in your body when the people are mics. What I'm doing, the series is called Hush. It's going to be a 16-part series featuring some of the most amazing girls. You guys saw the cast list. And all solo girls, they are in a blacked out booth. Now, why did you put them in a blacked out booth? Because I want to remove any distraction. Because one of the things that happens when you look at VR porn for the first time is like, you're in a house, you're like, oh shit. You're like looking all over and you're not looking at the front. So So I've removed that. The girl's completely blacked out space, beautifully lit, and heavily mic'd. And it's basically heavily mic'd. So it's going to be an ASMR VR erotic music. It's basically what it is. And so it is actually going to, if we do it correctly, and we are going to create physical sensations within you that are beyond just your dick getting hard.
Oh.
You're actually going to feel tingles. You're going to feel like the girl's touching your arms. It is a way of creating sensations with just words, with voice, like making noises, things like that.
Like the dick sucking?
Right, so there's no dick sucking in it because it's just girls by herself.
Oh, that's
so
right.
some of the scenes, girls are gonna have,
Sorry, bro.
maybe a girl will be eating some fruit and it'll be very juicy.
It's like crunch or whatever.
Right, and then you'll see it all coming down her. And
So it's
stuff.
gonna be like 27 mics on her to capture everything. Like,
4 mics.
okay.
4 mics.
Where are they positioned?
So the first 2 mics will be behind the camera, and they're called binaural mics. They look like ears. You'll see them tomorrow. And they capture very realistic sounds. The mics that I use are mics that ASMR performers actually use. The ones that have black ears that can touch. If you Google it, you'll see. And they create very realistic sounds. So when you're whispering into the right ear of the mic, when you're listening to it, it will feel like she's talking in your right ear. Then I'm gonna put the camera, and this is unlike, no one does this in porn either. Usually they put the camera pussy height, or they put the camera like in the middle somewhere. I am putting the camera right in her face. So it feels like when you're watching, you're just sitting across from her like we are now. Because when you're with a girl in real life, unless you're actually going down on her, your face is not pussy height. You
Very
start
true.
off by
Right here.
talking to her. And oftentimes, the thing that's the most erotic is the moment before you actually make contact. And that's what I'm doing.
You're talking about your girls. I would be so intrigued.
Now imagine their lips are super red, right?
Yeah.
And they're leaning into you, and they're telling you something really erotic. And this halt is going around in their mouth at the same time. And
That's
clicking and
interesting.
clicking and clicking. Those are the things when you have experiences, especially when you're younger and like discovering your sexuality for the first time, you remember shit like that. You remember the woman who was putting on red lipstick. You remember the woman who was wore stockings. You remember the woman who was smoking or whatever your fetish is, right? You remember those things. The girl that was licking on the lollipop, the other one was eating the popsicle during the summer. Like you remember all of those things.
So,
He's like, you have converted me.
so is it gonna be
Those mics aren't
like a lavalier, like
There's
inside?
2 shots. So the girls
win
I've
everything.
hired, very specifically, I've hired very strong women who are very good at teasing and seduction. And so a lot of this scene, there's not going to be like, because one of the things that shits me to tears is like pussy comes out right away and it's like in your face and it's like, okay,
Where's
this
the
is cool.
build?
But there's no build. There's no talk. Like imagine you're talking to a girl and you're watching her eat a lollipop or a popsicle. And it's a hot summer day and she's wearing a sundress, you know?
I think right now when you just said that, I thought of the girl next door.
Right. And she's talking to you and her strap's falling.
Can I just say,
And she's moving closer and closer
And
into
then she
you.
like takes your hand.
And it's starting to drip on her a little bit. Right.
That is,
That's what I'm creating.
Genius.
I hope it
No,
Can I be a part of the team?
works. You are already a part of the team.
there's no hoping because you've done this for so long.
I want to be able to have it so that you can have an experience with whoever you want to share it with. Everybody in this room.
Wow.
And let's say we were looking through something and we could see, once again, I knew Cherie because I love Cherie. Cherie's standing right there and she's talking to us.
You
And
could be anywhere. Boom.
And she interacts with you. No, I'm just trying to bring real life into this. So everything I just explained to you is something that you've already either experienced or know somebody who's already experienced.
But it hasn't happened in the world that you're
No.
But just like what you brought to us tonight, I'm just like, I'm wow. It's like wow for me. Seriously.
you.
And that's
We
why
haven't even been on set yet.
I keep just like looking at you and just
Right.
like, damn, like it's because you're so
Who is this?
like
Intriguing.
you're intriguing, you're ambitious, you're smart, you're intelligent. I mean, like seriously, you know, you're a serial entrepreneur. And I think you're modest, you're humble, which is amazing. That's the reason why you keep going like this. But at the end of the day, you are inventing something and creating something that does not
This
exist.
is my hype man. Everything. I love it. I love creating things that make people feel something.
I'm not saying anything. I'm
But you
keep
know
going.
what? I promise you guys I will keep in touch with you all.
Please.
Thanks again, guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Local Talent Podcast. We're gonna stay tuned with Annalie because big things coming. Hashtag what's next.
What's
We
next?
out.
Yeah.
Thank you.